Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. Thank you.
Wonderful. So this was a blues for Mr. Obama.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Wonderful piece of music, really.
Thank you.
You began as a street musician.
Yes. I followed in the tradition of one of my great mentors, Mr. Sonny Boy Williamson. Sonny Boy Williamson, Rice Miller. Because I remember reading, you know, as I was like, because I dug up books, musicology. I was very much involved in it, and I would sit and read and listen to the music. And when I found out that he had made his career and began his career playing in the streets and basically as a troubadour, sort of, I said, well, if that was the way he learned, and he is a genius, I said, well, that's got to be the way to go for me. So, and I started playing the streets.
Because there's a normal question. You've been playing with, I don't know, famous names with Rolling Stones and stuff like that. So you had the opportunity of becoming a side musician with hotshots guys, with important people within the musical industry. But you preferred to follow your own career, maybe not on the biggest stages of the world, but in clubs, in Romania, in Hungary, in Italy. Why did you do that?
Because I believe that the music is something that is not about how much paper you can put in your pocket, but how much that you can communicate and express to a person, because music is an expression, and expression should not depend on how many dollars that you can afford to get to see it or get to be a part of it. Music is about communication, and I think the greatest thing that we do as human beings is communicate and understand each other. And so that's what I wanted to do. And I thought that if I stood on the sidelines and just lined my pockets, basically I wouldn't have the opportunity to meet people, to understand people, because you're always surrounded by an army of guards, guys that, martial artists that protect these guys, like they're kings and queens. I'm sorry, they're just musicians, and they've forgotten their place in the world, and their place is to communicate human feeling, joy, suffering, and understanding the human condition. That's what the arts have always been about, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care whether you're painting, sculptor, or musician, actor, dancer. It's all about talking about the human condition. And we should share that. And I think that people that understand that communicate the best and are a part of the things that make us beautiful. Oh, come on.
The gypsy woman told my mama, oh, I was born, you got a boy child coming, gonna be a son of a gun. Yeah, I'm gonna make you, babe, lead me by my hand. All in the world will know the hoochie coochie man. Well, now I'm here, babe. Yeah, don't you know I'm here? Come on, get it, baby. Well, now you hoochie coochie man. Woo! Yeah, don't you know I'm here? I got a black cat bone and a mojo too. I've got John the Conqueror Root, baby. I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna make you, baby. Lead me by my hand. All in the world, the hoochie coochie man will now be.
Okay, is that true that you live in Milan right now, so you live in Italy?
I live in Milan. I live in New York because my business takes me home. You know, takes me back to New York City. So I'm there. I'm there half the year at least. You know, so I'm bouncing back and forth. Actually, it's like like some of the old timers say, "Man, I live under my hat."
Right. Well, may I ask a rather, I don't know, a rather technical question.
Sure.
So, in terms of business, is jazz or is blues still a business in the States? Because there are musicians coming from across the ocean that will say that music is still a business in Europe, but no more in the States.
Well, I'll tell you, music has been a doorway that has led me to the opportunity to live my dream, which was to be a musician and to make my life making the music that I love. And that is an opportunity that the audience gives to you. I don't consider that a business. I consider that a blessing.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What do you think about the Romanian musicians that you have met around here?
Oh, man. Those cats are bad, man. Those cats are smoking. I was listening to when they opened up the thing, man, I was like, whoa, man, you guys are on fire. I'm just going to tell you that. And my partner, Marcian, you know, he's got a great band, Cypher, and I'm sorry I can't remember the other guys, man, but they play from the heart, and they play with a lot of feeling and passion. And I've met wonderful musicians. These guys, this guy played an instrument with mallets, and it's a stringed instrument. And I never heard anything like that. I was like, this guy, he sounded like a piano. You know, I was like, they're great musicians, but I mean, Europe has always had a great tradition of classical music, and I think that tradition just opened up to jazz, rock and roll, and the blues, and made itself at home. And the excellence is obvious. The excellence is obvious. I mean, you know, and I'm really honored and very pleased to have met and played with you guys.
Good to know that.
Thank you.
Good to know that. Yep.